what's up, y'all? It's the Gwen and God DJ Self, and we broadcasting live from right here from New York City. Compton AV's in the building. Steel is in the building. I want to ask y'all a question, right? I'm going to start it off this way. So I'm from New York City, and when we go to the West Coast, naturally I feel like when y'all come to the East Coast, y'all want to come to Brooklyn or y'all want to come to Harlem or Times Square. And a New Yorker, we want to go to Compton. I'll be honest with you. Shout out to Watts, shout out to Inglewood, shout out to all the, South Central, all that. But we want to go to Compton. Let me ask you a question. For an out-of-towner like me, is it safe to go to Compton?
I wouldn't advise it, to just be honest. You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
And why? I'm just confused.
I'm saying it's like that over there. Like I said, I love my city. I rep my city. You know what I'm saying? I represent a good way also, you know what I'm saying? But I know my city also. It's not a place that, when I first got here, you told me, hey, you know hometown, right? You know where you at. You got that stuff on AV. Hey, you holler at somebody. We gang banging, bro. Hard.
So when I say that, right? So I'm just using me for an example. So I primarily think
the thing about it is that if we sing you, they would know that you DJ Self.
Got you.
And that's the thing. So many people have played that, oh, I'm not from here role, but be from the neighborhood that they got word down the
Got
street.
you.
So
okay.
They're not giving no passes.
No passes,
like that,
none.
Like that. Not even,
no mistakes.
Yeah, no mistakes. So they just own that. And also, they put so many demo tapes, out-of-towners know not to just be running around Compton like that.
Okay.
It's very loud that you just can't go to L.A. and just be out there moving like that. You know what I mean? So now that's the warning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So being an artist, right? Still, I'm gonna get to you too, right? Being an artist from this culture, is it difficult to make music? So when I say that here, someone can be a blood, right? And everybody will still listen to his music. Even if, and would you agree, Bruce? Like, it's no, you don't have to be.
The lifestyle is the same. As long as the storyline is the same, it resonates the same. The colors is just we have a problem with each other, but the story is the same.
When I say that, right now, I don't know what side of the block, the side of the oranges or the ones that don't have oranges. So now let's say if you was on the side where you did have oranges, will the people on the other side of the block that don't have oranges listen to your music or like your music, or would they say, well, he's from the other side, I cannot listen to his music?
Well, yeah, it just be like Nip just rep where he was from. He didn't really diss on records. You know what I mean? He even got like slick lines where he'd be like, I know some Inglewood dudes that show the crib love. They'd be like, Nip kind of sick blood. You know what I'm saying? So
no, we don't know what you're saying. Can you explain to us that?
He's basically saying,
that's
like, even though
to
he's from the
outside.
outside.
Did you understand what that meant?
I did
No,
not.
we did not.
I know some Inglewood, because Inglewood is all bloods.
Okay, Inglewood is blood. Thank you. We don't know that. That's
right.
Okay, yeah.
That show the crib love.
From Insecure, I kind of knew
They'd
that
be like,
a little bit.
Nip kind of sick blood.
Okay.
Because they bloods, but show the crib love. So even though he's on that side, hey, to my blood partner, hey, he's pretty hard, though. He dope, though. So we'll listen to your music as long as you're not dissing. You're not dissing everybody. YG, I'm from BPT. All they gonna do is change it where they from.
What does BPT mean?
Bompton.
Okay, I knew that, but people didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they just
I forgot about that part too. So I was at YG's house. It was 400. It really is 400, right? It's the Spruce Street.
Spruce. Yeah.
So I'm in the front. And I'm like, I remember I have this camera. I'm like, yeah, I'm in Compton. So a guy, he had to be 60-something years old. Hey, blood, this ain't Compton. This Bompton. I was like, oh, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Bompton over there. Sure. My bad.
Yeah, you didn't know.
I forgot about that part. My bad.
Oh, that's funny. But it's
mad.
like the same place.
I felt like the white guy that was with faggot ass Chauncey when he stepped on Tory.
Yeah.
Nah, because that's all they do. It's like the story is still the same.
Okay.
And that's what I mean by resonate. Like, somebody might be like, I'm from NYC instead of BPT. You just change the words.
Okay.
You just change it to what you are.
Where you from?
So
okay.
They support the music, yeah, for sure.
Right. So I also do want to make you aware while you running around New York City AV that some of the lingo and some of the things you speak we may not understand.
Got you.
Okay, so you may have to explain a little bit, throughout this conversation and throughout your conversations, here. Now, I just want to get those type of politics there because I've always didn't understand, because here we feel like if you're a blood, you're a Crip, you're against each other. But I don't think that is sometimes because I see people meshing.
Yeah. Well, our city, the thing about Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood, Watts, L.A. is they're so close.
What about South Central? Is that in
South
that cluster?
Central, L.A., all of it so close. Your family member, your real brother might just be from a blood hood and you would be from a Crip hood. It's your real brother.
Is there a reason why there's like so much divisiveness? Like on this here Martin Luther King holiday.
Oh, here we go today.
I just want to understand,
like power stuff.
as black people,
Man, rest in
is there
peace,
no
Slim 400, rest in
reason
peace, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace,
why
Martin Luther King.
we can't be collaborative and why we have to be so divisive? Because it doesn't help anyone.
You asking us or the
I'm
the
asking
world
you,
listening on the
yeah,
radio?
because you're from certain neighborhoods, so you
I'm
have a
saying
better
that's
understanding.
my end goal. I'm telling you, like we come from it's a trap. We're tricked. We don't understand certain things.
That's the
And then when we
conversation I want to
grow-
hear. Yes.
When we grow, you start to see your homies go away. You start to see your homies never come back, and then you have kids of your own. Growth comes as experience comes, as things come in your life. But first, we just kids having fun. That's what gangs is sometimes. And I don't want to water down gang banging at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I also know that gang bang can be family.
Right, it's
Gang-
community.
Exactly. And
Right,
that's
I
what it
get
was
that.
That's what the infrastructure was built off. But you already know you got bad apples in everything.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what triggers a lot of things. And we can't control if your homie got killed in 1997. But you're going to deal with the politics of that for the rest of your life because that's what the hood say.
So how are we using our influence and our music and whatever it is that we're using to be able to
I'm saying that's why you
connect to
got,
people?
that's why you
Money,
got
Deja.
get money. That's why you got Bloods and Crips making music together.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's what I meant about what Nip was doing. Nip and YG, Blood in the Crib. Taught him marketing, taught him branding, and in return, YG had the streets with the movement. Nip had already had like the big music, the industry look. You put two powerhouse together, and then you get something more special. You know what I mean? It started to become more. I never water none of the homies down, but I never use words like commercial. The world takes the word as commercial. I feel like the homies were becoming
On a spotlight.
men. Growing to be men, understanding their influence.
Right.
And that's what you're saying. That's what you're asking, Dej.
Exactly.
It's a level of, like I said, we keep talking about a level of consciousness. Once you realize, that's why I gave y'all that line about what he said. What he said was, oh, man, I'm just like Nip. Even if I got a red rag, I'm just like Nip. I'm trying to make it out. He talk about all the stuff and give you the blueprint of how to make it out, and you're not going to like that man.
Right.
If he haven't done nothing in direct contact with one of your homies being gone, then you should be able to put some pride aside and say, because Nip would shake a lot of his enemy hands and all that. They got pictures of it and all that. Like, because he had reached it to where people was just showing him so much love and he had always wanted to show love back. That was a grown man. It's a grown man. Once you reach being a grown man, and he's still gonna stand on business, just like Slim. Me and Slim had developed a real great relationship a couple months before he passed. Now, I'm not gonna say that me and Slim was just the best of friends, but when Slim sent records, I sent it right back. When I sent him a verse, he sent it right back. Less than 24 hours. Come over here to the hood, AV. I want you to come shoot your video in the hood. Same thing happened, Self. We in the backyard, it's online. Shots firing off. We ducked twice, but we keep shooting the video.
Okay. No,
It's
I got
online
the
right
car
now.
and left.
We didn't leave.
Okay, I did.
I did.
But Slim homies hit block, one hit corner, one hit side. We was in his hood, so
Okay.
the patrol was going down. I just say that to say like, but yeah, that's why he kept getting on there. Vincent is smart now. Listen to what the homie is saying. Vincent is smart now. He was trying to grow. He was trying to grow past that. Slim was trying to grow past that. We really just be trying to grow past that.
Can I note both of these individuals are no longer with us?
Yes.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that they were at a level of consciousness that we're not necessarily seeing as often?
Okay, so right, so we're missing it. Anybody can be at a level of consciousness. That don't mean the op is. The
Okay.
ops are.
Right.
What a person wants to do to you, he's not at that level of consciousness.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff in, you know what I'm saying? I never been like a off the wall bad kid. I told you before we got on
Yeah.
air, I used to hang, I did all the stuff that all the bad dudes do, but I also did all the
4.0.
stuff that the nerds did.
Right.
Okay.
So I was able to maintain a certain balance of myself. You know what I mean? So when I had my daughter, she brung an extra conscious to me. I'm not no longer living for me. I want to see her. So I got out of the street life and started pushing. Now, do I go down there and talk to them and they respect me? Yes, they do. Because they know I came from where they come from.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I ain't just saying that just to sound good on the air. You can go on YouTube and see me. I was a little turned up kid with all the rest of my little turned up kids. But the one
Right.
thing that music did, It brung all Bloods, Crips together. I had Hoovers, neighborhoods, all that. Go look, just research LNKR, and you'll literally see all of us. And these dudes didn't get along, but they had to respect. Not saying they had to, but they came and told me when they had problems with one another, man, it's gonna look bad, bro. When you doing good, and you gotta let God take care of it. You doing good, man. You know, so and so did something to me when I was bro. Y'all, you was 13 and he was 12. You 24, he 25 now. Now let me go make sure I had a conversation because I don't want nothing to happen to you, and I don't want nothing to happen to him. And I come as a man. Hey, tonight we here together. I'm putting y'all on stage so y'all can do y'all can promote y'all career.
That's good.
If you don't want to promote your career to get better, then you haven't reached that consciousness. But I had enemies on stage performing their words. Just don't diss. Any videos I ever do, if they throw up the hood and they diss something, I chop it out. Hey, why you cut out that part when I did this? Because I told you in this video, we not dissing. We take all them parts out, and then it became second nature. Oh, he trying to teach us something. He trying to get us somewhere. And that's the thing about having a big homie too. I never had the opportunity to have a big homie. I have a lot of homies that I respect and stuff like that, but I never had one that like put us under the wing like that. I just seen it, and I was just tired of my homies dying. So for some odd reason, I picked up a big homie role. It was never my intention to be a big homie ever, but the streets kind of gave that to me. And I never take it lightly because all mine went away. Whether it was death, whether it was in jail, you know what I'm saying? They all went away when I was growing up, and I just wanted to feed these little young dudes. I got nephews, I got cousins, and they all from different rival gangs with each other, but we show up to the barbecue, we be talking.
That's good.
Do you feel that the world, or let me skip the world, do you feel that the nation and the United States, do you feel that outside of California, do you feel that the other 49, I don't know how many states no more. I fail. I got a good enough degree. That's a GED, right? Do you feel that the other states respect West Coast music at this point today in 2026?
I want to give a big shout outs to people like YG, a big shout outs to people like Nipsey Hussle, and a big shout outs to people like Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
I feel like we're in a swing where the game is being reset, but that's for all. I feel like we having a BPM type of war, and I'm more on like the good music is the good music because me growing up, I listened to a lot of Philly rappers.
Okay.
Growing up, that's what I listened to.
Those are MCs.
Yeah, like the real MCs, and then I come from a town where we got the G-Funk, the stuff like that. Now, I went to some other stations, and I'm hearing that the world don't like West Coast music.
That's what I'm asking you. Right. I don't know about I just think that it's just not the popular.
Right, it's not the popular. I felt like that's kind of our fault. We kind of blame the world for it, but like I said, I try to look at things from our way. That's kind of our fault because we have to step up the sound. I feel like having music, being able to do music in your bedroom, like, you know what I mean? The Fruity Loops, to get your microphone, have a laptop, and you can do music has ruined a lot of, like, first of all, Soulja Boy showed you that as long as you slow the tempo down, you can kind of rock with other type of beats and kind of play with it. There's only so much you can do with a beat that's going 95 to 100, trying to add sounds in it. It becomes noise. So sonically, Kendrick Lamar showed you how the West can play. That makes sense. Because Kendrick is going to make sure that he get big 808s, nice claps, dope snares. So he's playing a sonic game. That's what made the Kendrick thing kind of big. And Mustard also. Mustard always did. That's why Mustard excelled past the other West Coast producers. Big shout outs to the West Coast producers. But we just got to play a different sonic game because you know how it is. It's like when you slow something down and you screaming, it sounds better than you saying it faster. You got to understand it. That's why, not to get into this, but that's why Yaya is a little bit slower.
Yaya's a new single.
Yeah, Yaya, we're more on a 97. We didn't go to the 105 like other West Coast music. We just went 97 and found a sweet spot. You know what I mean? So we just playing with it sonically. So I say that to say, like, just have fun with the music, y'all. Stop. I love South music. I love New York music. You know what I mean? I love West Coast music. I love it all. I feel like if the song is dope, the artist is dope, give them a shot. We got to stop this.
Do you feel that West Coast artists care about being popular outside of California? The reason why I'm asking you that is us DJs, we have, like, I want to use a connection. You know, everybody call, what's the hot record there? What's the hot record? Da, da, da. And I speak to a lot of what I deem as prominent West Coast DJs, because again, I'm not there on the soil. So when I use that, what I know of who are the popular ones, and who I feel that they know about music, they'll always complain that the artists just don't want to leave California. The only person they'll say Blast, and they'll be like, oh, that's all. He's the only person that really gets it.
I'm happy you brought Blast up. So I say that to say, like, those other dudes, they get so big on the West Coast, they feel like they don't need it. That makes sense. See, now Blast just loves music, so he wants to be heard. Some of these other dudes just get popular for rapping their gang activities, and then the West Coast all the way to Vegas, to Arizona, to San Francisco or LA, they love them, so they feel like that's where it stops. And then you gotta realize, once you get that big and then you come and you don't receive the love somewhere else, that'll scare other artists. So they'll run back home. Blast is willing to take that ride though, because Blast just feel like he dope. Compton AV is willing to take that ride. And so big shout outs to Kalen and those type of artists. Those are the new West Coast artists that's like, hey, we ain't finna force y'all to like us, but we finna come to tell y'all, hey, we like y'all. We play y'all. We love y'all music. It's dope. And we coming to show y'all that we can just, like when Snoop came. Come on, y'all ain't got no love for, like, you know what I mean?
Well, that was a little bit different because his guy was dissing our friend. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my understanding is the only reason I spoke of that so highly with Snoop is because I may not knew him then, I was too young, but I know him now.
Okay.
So I can honestly step into his shoes and show his perception. He was riding with the homie, right or wrong, because that's just how the coast get down. But he honestly was saying from his good heart that everybody in this room that knows about Snoop, he was saying, like that, y'all? When did it come like that, y'all? Like, minus what he doing, what's up? How everybody feeling? Snoop always been like that. That's what I remember him as. Outside of Murder was the case, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just, Snoop Dogg, the nostalgia, the person, the good, like, that's what I know about him growing up. I never felt like he was a bad person. I just look at an entertainer. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, like, some dudes you can read the room and read the energy. To me, he was saying, like, come on, y'all, like, what's up? And you see what he said in the cut, too, how he was like, I had to get in the back myself and have my little on the plane with, so, sometimes it just results, and that's what I meant by it's our fault as well. I'll be the first to jump out the window and tell you, like I feel like Philly is having the same problem, and not to put them in a hot seat, but
no, I think they have a sound that hasn't branched out.
Exactly.
We, New York, in some cases with the youth have that problem when it comes to our drill scene and our sexy drill scene, and I love those guys. I just think that it doesn't reach very far. Yeah. You understand? And I love, again, and I'm using bass swag. I'm going to show my age a little bit. I remember holding bass swag in my hand because he was that young, and I'm very cool with his father. His father probably listening to us now. To salute to Bay Lord. So the reason why I'm asking is because I do appreciate you coming, pause, Bruce.
Joining the show.
To New York. Because again, in my lifetime as being a DJ, I can probably count, since I've been here on radio, I've been here for a decade plus, and I can probably count on one hand about artists from the West Coast coming up here even to solicit their music. And I'm using this from the grassroots because, yes, it's easy to come. I'm going to do the Breakfast Club, or I'm going to do, I don't even, whatever else is deemed the popular stuff. And YG was one of those guys. And YG was around when I first actually found Cardi B. He was like, yo, you need to mess with her, blah, 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 this, and that. And I remember, and it sounds weird, YG didn't have no money for car service, and he didn't have when I use money for car service, he didn't have a budget for car service. Let me say that part. Right. Let me use that part. He didn't have a budget for car service. So it's like, all right, him and Mustard, I'm driving them to their hotel, and just because, they wasn't, I think this was, You Broke probably was out.
Okay, bet.
You understand? Something like that.
They were still in the mix. They was pushing.
You Broke was out. You know what I'm saying?
Big shout outs to YG. Big shout outs to Mustard for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But I feel like those are two dudes. That's why I mentioned them. They was willing to take the fight. I feel like you know how it go. Comfort zone to get you every time. Comfort Zone to get you every time. Y'all just listening to Yaya. But if you go into my catalog, I have a lot of dope records that I do, rather they New York records.
Anybody that, your fans that are listening from the West Coast and artists, I do want them to take coming out here a little bit more seriously, because the reason why I'm saying that to you is because a large time that, people, and I see it on the West Coast by talking to the DJs and the influencers that I know from the West Coast, they feel that the whole world is on the same page. So when I use that, it's like, Yaya is cool, but it's not a big record here. Another record that I learned when I went to the West Coast and no one was playing it until I started playing it a little bit, but it's still not big here, is Gang Gang, Chef Boy. You understand? Chef Boy might be a monster record there, not here.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And to me, I feel that that's sad when something could be a monster somewhere else and it's just like crickets somewhere else. That's sad to me.
I feel like you got to take that fight. Like, I hear a lot of things. You can hear a lot of things. We hear a lot of things about this place, but when we step here, everybody been giving us love. Like I said, Omanai is here with us. He tap in. He says good. You always tapped in on my records. It's a matter of coming to meet y'all. So if y'all are the what's the ear to the streets, and y'all are sonically in tune with New York, but y'all like the record, that means New Yorkers like the record. What are we doing to where we're not traveling over there to see what's going on?
That's my point in having this conversation, is that I just want to make it aware of other artists that's from your town to say, hey, you need to get on the plane and travel over, tap in with somebody, find somebody to walk you around, because we are here open arms, one. And if you got motion, I think that, you should bring it other places.
I feel like confidence is key too. You know what I mean? I feel like me and like just being on air, just all my West Coast dudes listen. This is not taking a shot. It's not taking a shot at nobody, but a person can literally localize their self, regionalize their self, right? So I say that to say, I mentioned Philly rappers, I mentioned New York rappers, I mentioned South rappers, I mentioned West Coast rappers. I'm one of them people that's willing to do music because music is good. Some of them dudes can only do a West Coast song, and that's when it becomes a hindrance or whatever they call like a problem for them moving forward. And then they just keep running back to comfort zone. I like to see what's going on. I've always been like that my whole life. I'd be real quiet just so I can learn the room, and then boom, I explode, because it's one of those things where you can't tell me it's real, because it might have just been a you problem. I want to see if New York like Compton AV. Catch me in a cypher. We could do that, Self. I get going. I started off in battle rap. That's how I started. Okay. That was the only way I was able to get heard in the West Coast. The West Coast wasn't trying to listen to the West Coast either. Okay. Because he's a Blood, he's a Crip, so he don't want to hear a Crip song. And this was back when it was bad, before we started the local scenery to just say, okay, they're making party music, let's turn up. I come from that era, so I use battle rap as a staple. So I know Conceited, when Conceited came out there. I know all of them, Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, and all been on the phone with Jag. We didn't all talk. Arsenal, my boy.
Shout out to Jag. It's my man Jag, man.
So I'm tied in more than
Where's Jag? I haven't seen Jag in a long time.
Big shout out to Jag. But I'm tied in more, Free Serve too. But I'm tied in more than a lot of people know from my essence. Music is just my passion. So I say that to say I had to catapult myself different ways too. I had to figure it out too. I feel like a lot of artists don't know how to even come here to see you. How long it took me?
A long time.
You get what I mean? And it's one of those things where that was the young AV. I had to battle myself. Get ready. Hey, look, man, we finna go see what it hit for. I don't know. I appreciate who you are, because I always say, dang, I don't know how Self is in person. But I want to see. You the dopest I met out here in New York. You and I'm not dope. And young lady, I just met you too. But yeah, like y'all show that, okay, bet. Like, and I told you, this is all good energy since I've been here. So I just think, what's that word I want to use? Like people assuming, it just shoots you all the way down.
Still, how you come in this picture? Pause.
Oh man, pause, man. Chill.
Pause this whole conversation. Take Bruce's mic away from him.
Me and AB bros, but yeah, like I produce Yaya. I produce.
So now, as being a producer, what is the purpose of putting your name also as an artist?
That's something I've been wanting to do forever, right? I've been doing it for a while now, but like anywhere I go, people think like I'm an artist or something. You feel me? Like, hey, you a rapper? Well, nah, I'm a producer. Like, oh, you look like a rapper, right? And I just started branding myself. I know I learned that I don't need a #1 song to get that pape. You feel me? I just gotta I gotta go crazy and brand myself. So I basically just turn myself into like a
So is
artist.
this marketing? This is a marketing tool.
This marketing, and it's
Okay.
like, and then I'm just so tapped in with the business side and everything. Like I'm basically managing AV. Like I'm running with everybody. Like in the West Coast, I'm a staple over there. So it's like it was a branding thing, and it's just like, man, I'm into some other stuff. You feel me? Like I'm trying to own masters. I'm trying to do some stuff for real.
Do you feel that anyone would confuse you of mimicking or biting another producer's style?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it right now. Mustard's the one that did it. I'm trying to be the Mustards and the Metros and the Khaled's. That's my goal. I'm not trying to be
So as you trying to be like them, do you learn from them or do you copy them?
I learn from them.
Okay, and how is that? What is the process of learning from them?
Just seeing how they move, how they do things, like the putting my name on the songs. It's something I've been thought about for a very long time. But I got to get ready. I got to build it up. You feel me? So I built it up, and when it was time to do it, I started doing it. And now it's just that's what it comes with. You want a record from me, this is how it's gonna go. It ain't going how you think it's gonna go like everybody else. But I really get to it. Like me and AV is partners. Like I'm not finna sit here and let AV take care of the bill and we doing this together. Like I'm stepping up, I'm dropping bags, I'm getting the bag, and I'm spending it back into our stuff. So it's like the other producers, and I'll just say them, people know, like on the West Coast, they ain't doing nothing. They all want these handouts. They want these free rides. They want to, give you a beat and don't put no work in. I'm out really on the streets. I'm DJing, I'm producing, I'm managing. I'm doing everything from A to Z. So it's like, that's where I come in, and that's my position. Is like, they call me, I can do anything, bro.
They say all you need is
Hold on
another
one
person
second.
to
I'm
believe.
sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
Still, when someone wants a beat from you, do you give them a beat? Do you go in there and produce with them? Do you do it both ways? How's this work?
Yeah, it's like both
Do you
ways.
send a beat pack?
Both ways. I like to
Okay.
be in the studio with people. I mean, a lot of my stuff comes from just the relationships. Like I got really good relationships with a lot of artists. It's really family. You feel me? So it's like we just be cooking up. We just cook. But it's simple. I do both ways. So obviously, if it's people over here on this side or in Atlanta or Philly, whatever, I'm gonna have to send it.
Which
But
one would you rather?
I like to be in the studio. I
Okay.
like people to get my energy. You know what I'm saying? Feel my energy.
Hey, give them that story.
Yeah.
Give them that
Oh,
story.
you want that story?
Tell them.
Me and AV we've been homies for probably like 10 plus years. We started really getting into the music maybe like 5-6 years ago, but we ain't never been in the studio together.
Never. How?
We got like some big records
And we got
together.
some big slaps together, big records. Did a lot of crazy
Got some
stuff.
sync
They
deals.
slaps me in good records. That's what slaps me.
I got it.
I know it is. Slaps me
Context
in good
clues.
records.
Some crazy stuff, but we actually have never been in the studio. We do all our records like literally we be
Wow.
on FaceTime. We be on FaceTime, but the Yaya was on FaceTime.
But
I
you
put my-
live in the same area?
Yeah, this my brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see him all the time. We just don't.
It just be better.
It just be weird
Hey,
like
you ready
that.
to make something? Yeah, get on FaceTime. All right, cool. That sound good. Send me that. But look, I'm finna go run and do the verse real quick. You add this. Okay, we did 3 different bases. Choose one, AV. We gonna choose. And we just send it back and forth and bang.
Oh, nice.
Every record we got like at least 3 collab albums
Yeah,
together.
for sure.
Right?
We got 3
Albums?
collabs. Yeah, we got
Yeah, we
3
got 3
albums.
collab
Boy, that's
albums.
crazy. And they've never been in the
And that's how you
studio?
work
Yeah,
virtually.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's weird.
Because
It's
when
weird.
we out, we got stuff going on. Like every time we out, like I said, he's an artist too. Like every time we out, we doing something. We moving too fast. You know what I mean? Like he got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. I'm always booked.
Yeah.
He always got to go on the road with one of the other artists he working with. So it's one of those things where he got to catch me when he can, and I got to catch him when I can. But like I said,
good.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy. People
But like
trip
I
out.
said, but I have in-house producers, and sometimes they couldn't deliver. I feel like we just living in that digital world now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and if anything, it's scary if we ever get in there together.
That's what I'm
Yeah, you
like.
don't want that,
Look at Bruce. Yeah, right? Yeah, Bruce right here, man.
No pauses here.
Let me get this one off, man. Pause.
That's too far now.
Hold on, man. Like,
So now, anything that would you like New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut to know about you two guys while you're here?
I waited my whole life for this type of thing. You know what I mean? I've been really, really big on the West Coast for a long time. New York has tapped in with me so much throughout the years. I know everybody like all of them. So I know it's just probably a personal thing with certain people from New York, but I don't feel like New York got that bad spirit like that. I don't feel like the East Coast got that bad spirit like that. You know what I mean? And I just want to come see what it is. I want to feel it and give me some energy. I'll give it back, bro. I've been doing this for so long. I told myself the other day, I said, you never told yourself you deserve this. And through all the success I'm having, I got a big record right now. This record is, like you said, is being humongous from where I'm from. People from New York know this song.
100%.
Like, they do songs, they TikTok to it, they send me videos, they let me know I'm from New York. You know what I mean? And it's like, and they say, bro, I'm proud of you. Like, when you coming to New York? And I just want all those people to know, like, I'm here. Thank you so much throughout the years of guiding me, talking to me, including you, Self. Like, you've been playing my songs, a testimony to me being here too. New York, I'm here. I love y'all. Show some love. I give it right back. And I'm a fan of this thing. I'm really a fan of this whole thing, this whole essence that I call hip hop. Give me a chance, y'all, and I promise you, we got some hits for y'all. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, still Compton AV.
Thank you for coming.
Building, baby.
Love.
Power 105.1.